दाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिंधुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Japa session. It's a honor and pleasure to be here to chant with all of you. And sorry, I can take this out. So we have been attending His Grace Bashika Maharaj's class on this, and how wonderfully he conducts the classes, Japa sessions, with various beautiful realizations about chanting. Rupa Goswami Pad says that there is so much sweetness in these holy names that when he chants Krishna's names, he feels like chanting, he feels like having thousands of tongues and thousands of millions of tongues and mouths. And when that holy name enters his ears, he feels like having a lot of ears to hear more and more and more. And when that holy name enters his heart, he feels completely kind of thrilled, ecstasy. So that shows to what level the chanting can take us. We may not experience the ecstasy that Rupa Goswami experiences, but even if we experience a small, tiny, droplet of that ecstasy that he is experiencing, we will be more than rich. We'll be like completely happy and satisfied. So, meditating on that aspect of releasing the nectar of holy name, let us try to chant. We'll chant for till 6:30, maybe 6:20, 6:35, and then we'll share realizations. Is that okay? Yeah? Okay, thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Close. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaurabhakta. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I was just thinking, of course, we are not supposed to think while chanting. We just keep listening to the holy names. But certain thoughts are inevitable. They just keep coming, flowing in our mind surface, many thoughts. Srila Prabhupada says that we should try to hear the holy names. Chant and hear. It's a very simple but very powerful formula. Chanting and hearing. So when we try to hear, our mind's attention naturally gets controlled. And when we hear the holy name, it's like receiving the medicines. You know, when we fall sick, we take medicines. So we take medicine into our body, right? Or it has to be injected or it has to be taken in through the mouth. Or sometimes they do oil massage and all other things, apply medicines on the surface. So the medicine has to reach, then it acts. Two things: it has to reach to the into the system, and it should also be potent. Now, holy name has all the potency. There is no doubt about it. It's a potent, powerful medicine. But only thing is, we should know how to take it inside in a way that we get the benefit of that medicine. And the only way to take the medicine is through the ears. So it has to be heard. The mantra has to be heard. And when you hear, then the medicine works. Then we'll feel a difference in our life. Right? Yeah. So any comments or any realizations, reflections? Anybody online also can speak. No?
Very nice point.
Should I?
Very nice point, Prabhu, regarding the ears. How hearing actually, we have to use the ears. And I think in the Bhagavatam, when actually Narada is interacting with Krishna, there's one specific purport which there's one specific purport in which Prabhupada very clearly mentions that that the Lord was heard but is not seen, does not make any difference. So he actually appears to Narada. He doesn't appear actually. He only hears the Lord's voice, and then he disappears. So I think one of the purports Prabhupada mentions that that the Lord was heard but was not seen, does not make any difference. Because eventually, after a period of time, Narada actually gets to meet Krishna, and then the same with Brahma. Initially, he only hears that tapa, 2 words. But since he's very receptive to that sound vibration, over a period of time, then he sees Krishna, and then he goes to the point where he even has a handshake with Krishna. So it's a very slow process, but we have to trust the sound. I think
that's a beautiful point. Yes, that how hearing Krishna's voice is as good as seeing him. In fact, when we see, what happens, we take only instructions, right? We hear after seeing. And that's where the relationship actually locks, right?
Yes.
So therefore, we have to understand that hearing is so therefore the whole Navadha Bhakti begins with Sravanam, right? And probably it ends with also Sravanam.
Yes.
And Gopi Gita they're singing this song of separation. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's continue to chant now. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Vishnu Vedaksham Shravadam Gravana Svantina Vinam Vishnu Vedaksham Shravadam Bhakti Vedam Svantina Vinam Sadeva Charni Vishesham Vipasastana Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakti Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna. So I was just the place where we sit and chant is has a lot of effect on our quality of chanting. Like we're sitting in temple hall and chanting is a different experience than chanting in a moving car or sitting in living room and chanting is different than sitting in temple room and chanting in homes. So the place, this is called sthana in Sanskrit. The sthana is very important because a lot of devotional activities goes on in the temple. So when we sit here and chant, those devotional activities that is soaked in this atmosphere helps us to chant better. I remember One of my best chanting is actually in the Calcutta temple, where Srila Prabhupada's home is. That Calcutta temple, when I chant, once in a year you would be going to Mayapur. So on the way you would stop at this Calcutta temple, ISKCON temple, and Srila Prabhupada's place is there, his room is there. And when I would chant there, the chanting would be so good. I've been to so many places within India, so many holy places. But the chanting quality that I've experienced in Calcutta temple, where Srila Prabhupada used to be, his birthplace, was somehow amazing. I mean, I didn't know why it was so good. So I feel there I felt a lot of mercy of Srila Prabhupada actually. So without Guru's or Acharya's mercy, actually we cannot experience the quality of chanting. The power of chanting is very difficult to get without their mercy. Unfortunately, I had small, dose of that mercy in Calcutta temple. Every time I would chant there, it would be always good. Sometimes they say, if you speak out something, it may not happen again. So I'm a little afraid of saying this, because the next time when I go to Calcutta, I really want to chant good again. But still, the place, I think, place and the mercy of the Guru and Acharya is very important in our chanting. Any comments? No? Anybody? Prabhu would like to say? Okay, we'll continue to chant. Hari Bol. Anybody wants to speak online? I think Kautub Karna Prabhu wants to say something. Yes, Prabhu. We can't hear you. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
So I was saying, Prabhu, I like the point that holy name is like a medicine. But it is very potent, but it has to go in the system. So, mercy of Acharyas, the mercy of holy name, and we need the mercy, the right place, sitting place. So all that helps to get the medicine to the system.
Exactly. There is an Ayurveda, they say somebody was not able to gain weight. I think in the US, losing weight is more important than gaining. But sometimes people are very emaciated, they don't have weight. So Ayurveda recommends to take ghee, just drink ghee. So what happens? The ghee does many things. It ignites the digestive fire and so many other things. And even if little bit ghee sticks, there's a lot of calorie in it. So the person starts gaining weight gradually by taking ghee. So this is recommended in Ayurveda. Similarly, holy name, when we hear holy name, many things happens. It's not just, purification. So many things happens. So even if we hear few holy names during our chanting, that's going to build our devotional personality or the muscle or whatever you can call it. So therefore, this Prabhupada's formula, it's really fantastic. Chant and hear, chant and hear. It includes many things, like in yoga, Ashtanga yoga, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, dhyana, samadhi. There is no mention of Japa in the Ashtanga yoga system, It is a different system. It's a yogic system, but different. But this bhakti or chanting Japa is such a powerful thing, It actually automatically includes all the Ashtanga yoga within it. You don't have to separately try it. Just sit properly, Prabhupada says, chanting, he keeps saying, sit properly, sit properly. These are things that helps for a better chanting. So sit nicely, just chant with a simple mindset and heart, just chant and hear sweet holy names. And that will do all the job. Thank you for that. Anybody else? Okay, so thank you for joining this Japa session. We'll continue till 7:15, till darshan opens. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Shri Advaita. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Kr Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So today's itself 7:15 now. So we'll wait for the darshan of the deities, darshanarti. So till that time, if somebody wants to take some break, that's that they can free to take it. And thank you for joining this Japa session. Hare Krishna.